Hey guys, welcome to the Miss Lillian's page. I am Crysta Barrera, a furniture artist out of Berry, Texas, and I am so glad to be back with you guys today. I am going to be starting on this sofa table that we are using. We're going to put in our front hallway. It was painted before. It was more of like a terracotta pot color, and then I used some green, not glaze. It was one of the water-based stains over top of it, and it just doesn't fit with the new house. So what I'm doing is today I am going to be putting down a base coat of Venice. No, let me back up. Let me tell you what I've done to this piece so far. One, I cleaned it with my first Miss Lillian's First Step Prep, and then I sanded it. You can see definitely up here where it's been sanded. And then I cleaned it again. And now I am going to be putting on my first coat of Venice today. And the whole thing is going to get a base coat of the Venice color. And then we're going to go back with metallics. The Mediterranean metallic is going to be the next step over top of this. So we are, oh, Sue's on with us. Hey, Sue. So we are just rolling right along on this thing. I just started laying down the color. I wanted to, when I saw the color, I was like, that's it. Just wanted to make sure. So I hit a little area. I'm using one of my Miss Lillian's natural tip brushes. And it's going to take me a couple of coats because this was done in another paint. And so I want to make sure that I get it good and covered. I don't want that terracotta color anymore. Beautiful color, just not matching with my decor. Flat brush. And so if I seem a little winded, I had the honor of being a judge for the Navarro County Youth Expo today for their fine arts and their refurbishing is what I judged this morning, and I am in absolute awe of the kids and some of the stuff they did. If you want to see some of the stuff that they did, go on over to my personal page, and I posted some stuff up over there. It was absolutely amazing. So we're going to get some of this color. It's Venice on it, and I did take the drawer out. And I was just experimenting a little bit ago. And what I did was I put the metallic directly over top of what was already there. And I didn't like it. So I was like, I need a base coat. So instead of playing with the metallics, that's in the description, that tells you how quickly I changed my mind. Is I went from, I'm going to just use metallics on this, going, no, I need to base coat it. And then I'll use my metallics. So you're wondering, what is Crysta doing now? It said metallics. We will be doing metallics on this. And maybe, hopefully, if I get far enough along, I can always go back and paint legs and stuff. But I want to get enough of this down while we are on today. And hopefully, I can get to a little bit of the metallic and show you guys, but I want to make sure it's dry and good and covered and all that good jazz. So believe it or not, Crysta's not blending. I know it's a miracle, but yeah, Crysta's not blending today. Sue says you look marvelous. Thank you, baby. I saw one of the most original refurbished pieces. Now you have to understand today that what I judged was two different categories, and there was two divisions. There was the junior and the senior. The junior division, I think, was 3 to 8, 3rd grade to 8th grade, and the senior division was high school, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And some of the stuff I saw today, I was like, these kids got amazing talent. So one of the projects you'll see is they took a bathtub, a ceramic bathtub, and cut one side out of it. And they put it up on pedestals. And then they used feed bags. Like you get your chicken, your cow, your pig feed. and they made those into pillows. And it was the cutest thing. I've got a picture of it up on my personal page. It is so cute. Of course, there was some uh, TV armoires, and they were turned into coffee bars. Saw somebody turn tires and a burn barrel into an outdoor seating set. That was phenomenal to see. And so I am just really, really impressed with the kids and what they brought to this expo. It was really amazing. I'm kind of stoked by what I saw today. The ingenuity, it was just amazing. So we are going to get some more of this down. And then let me move this off the top. Because I don't think, that's the problem with working on sofa tables, is they're all legs. So if you're working on the legs, you don't get a lot to see. But I need to start working on the top and give just the front of this a minute or two to dry. Actually, yeah, Crysta, do what you're supposed to do, Crysta. Be good to yourself. And I'm just going to go across, and then I will, I keep telling myself I'm not going to move the camera, but I am going to move the camera because I need to get you guys up to the top so y'all can see what I'm doing. So when you hop on, if you are a retailer, did someone say coffee? No, I didn't say coffee, Sue, but if you want your coffee, go ahead. I am going to move this camera right now and see if I can just move it up just a little bit. And actually, I think what I may do is unplug it, and then I will just move it. Oh boy, no, I can't do that either. I am just having a time today. So let me see if I can get you guys up to where y'all can see the top of the table. I don't think it's going to go that high without having to do the legs and stuff. I'm sorry, guys. Just really knocked out the front of that. So if you are a Miss Lillian's retailer, please put in your link, your social media link, so people can see you, can find you. And here we go. There you go. And I will go to the other side of the table so that you guys can see what's going on. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Oops. And yes, I put down a painting chart, believe it or not. Ha-ha! I am on fire. So I am going to be doing some metallics. I was actually thinking about doing some patina on this as well. But also I've got in some decoupage papers that I've been thinking about doing. And so I thought that I would start off with this color and then move into other things. See how I feel about it and move on. You know how that goes. And so I am using this natural brush, and I am pushing a little bit harder than if I wanted a smoother finish. I would just lightly, I am using a little bit more pressure than I would if I wanted a smoother finish. I do want this a little bit textured, and so I am being a little heavy-handed on it. If you've got any questions, feel free to pop them in. I can't see my comments right now, but I will check comments before I get off of here. And we are just rolling right along. I found, oh, never mind. I am just still thinking about all the projects I saw that these kids did, and they were just amazing. So we are moving right along. Sue and I will be at the Waco Crafting Convention May 5th, 6th, and 7th. We will be painting over those 3 days. Sue and I will be doing 5 classes over those 3 days. If you are looking for tickets, contact me. I can tell you where to get tickets, and I can also give you a 15% off code for any ticket you get, whether it be VIP, ladies' night, a 1-day pass, a 2-day pass, a whole thing, the 3-day pass. Sue and I will be doing a craft kit. We'll be doing an introduction into blending. We're going to be doing a furniture flipping, craft kit intro to blending, furniture flipping. Yeah, we're doing 2 of the furniture painting 101s. We're doing 1 craft kit, 1 introduction to blending, and 1 furniture flipping 101. So that's what we're doing, guys. And yes, I'm not going to flip this baby around, but I am putting just a base coat on the back. The way that our haul is designed, we do have spots that you might see the back of it. So although I'm not going to go full bore on the back, I do want to cover up the paint that was on it before. So I am just doing a quick rough coat over the back, just a little crumb coat on the back. And since I'm back here, I figured before I forget, not that I would ever forget to paint the back of a piece of furniture. Chris has never done that before. Yeah, so where this piece is sitting, I am painting the back of it. So just really quick. And then I will get back up to the front and see what we can do with metallics. Like I said, this color is called Venice. Oh, and by the way, there's been a couple of new colors released. I'm not sure if they're 100%. I know that they're working on getting them on the website. Can't wait for you guys to see those. I can't wait to get them in. Oh, they're gorgeous. So, all right. While the first crumb coat is drying, let's get back and see if this is dry enough, or do I need another coat? Yeah, I think the best thing is I should do another coat. When I sanded this, because I had this primed and everything else, and so this did, some spots went all the way down to the original wood, and other spots went down to the primer. Some went down to the first coat of paint. Some went to the second coat of paint. So very splotchy underneath, and I do want to make this pretty even. So I am going to be putting a second coat on, just so when I do apply my metallics, it's not splotchy underneath. So guys, I am so sorry that this isn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be today, but it's okay. I'll make it up to you. I promise I will make it up to you guys. So Delania is on. Delania says she so wishes that she could be here. So do we, Delania. Sue. Also, this month, Miss Lillian's is running. They're having their March Madness, and the code is It's Madness 20 to get 20% off. So you just put that coupon code at your checkout, and you'll get 20% off your entire order. Of course, that does not include shipping, but you'll get 20% off of your order. So a lot is going on. Junkin' Jones gang said this is a pretty color. I am using Venice as my base, and then I figured that I would come back with Mediterranean as for the metallic that I'm going to be doing over top of it. And I'm running today. But I did not get a chance to prep base coat this before I went live. So, like I said, we're using Venice as the base color and the chalk paint. And then when we get to the metallics, it will be Mediterranean. Making sure you get into all your little cracks and crevices. There we go. And so this piece is absolutely going to pop in the front hallway. Can't wait for it. Well, I'm going to have to wait for it because I'm going to paint it. So it's only going to get there as quickly as I do, as I make it happen. So we talked about the Waco Crafting Convention. Really don't have a lot for you guys other than the Navarro County Youth Expo that I was a judge for this morning. Still in awe of those kids. Those kids are phenomenal. So if you ever see in your community a youth expo, absolutely, even if you don't have kids in it, go check it out. It was amazing. And it wasn't just my stuff. They had the livestock. So there were sheep and there was pigs and cows and all that stuff there for their 4-H clubs and Future Farmers of America and all their, and even individuals were in there. And they had leather crafts and they had blacksmithing and there was stained glass. I mean, we've got 8-year-olds doing stained glass. It was just amazing. Well, I don't know if they were 8. They were in that division that was 3rd to 8th grade. So, I'm figuring, wow, I'm not exactly sure how they were, but they were in the junior division, stained glass and leather works and blacksmithing. And it's amazing to see the talent that the kids have in your area. So definitely check out your local youth expos and support them. I'm blown away by how much these kids' knowledge and their creativity is. And so as you can see, you may have noticed that up against the painting tarp, that color that was on here before looked like it was kind of the color of a terracotta pot, kind of blended in. And so this right here, the color that I'm using is absolutely making it pop. So this is the Venice, and it is jumping off of that background and so I think it's going to pop once we get it set in its new home, once it is done. Tammy says she loves that color. Hello, Tammy. Haven't seen Tammy in a while. Hey, Tammy. So again, this is called Venice. And I know that we discussed when I talked about my signature colors, how hard it was to pick one of the turquoises. Or the teals, turquoise in that color bracket. But this is a beautiful, beautiful color. So hitting my sides right here. Get in. Okay. Sorry, I just had to show that little spot right there. Who's boss? I don't know if y'all can see it on, maybe if I turn the camera, y'all can see it on this end. Over here, you may not notice it, but it's the terracotta color over here. There's this little section over here that also has like a little lip. And I don't know if you could see it before, but up in that corner, it didn't want to go. So we just had to have a quick meeting. So Tammy says, yes, ma'am. Life has been a roller coaster lately. So glad to catch your live today. I miss you, girl. I do. And so we're just, there we go. You see, not quite dry enough yet for me to put metallics on. Okay, so let me paint for just a few more minutes and we'll see how we are. Usually I like to give stuff about an hour after I paint at least, if not overnight. And like I said, I wanted to do the metallics today and it just didn't work out that way. So, and plus it's got the square spindles. Oh, you guys know how much I love painting spindles. But we're going to get to that anyway. I'm going to paint them. I bit the bullet. I'm going to paint the spindles on this. I got this side pretty well. Look, Crysta, if you just finished an area, you'd be all right. Also, what you're not going to see me do on camera, but will be done off camera, but I'm going to tell you, is I will lay this down once the back dries so that I can get up underneath and get the feet really well. I'm just not really, I've been on my feet since like 6 this morning and literally like up dressed out of the house on my feet since 6. And so I don't feel like moving and flipping it down right now. I know for you guys I should, but I'm tired. I'm tired. Mama's tired. So I will flip it down once the back side dries and get up underneath and get some of the little crevices and stuff. So don't think that just because your piece is sitting in a certain direction, you can't flip it around in order to paint it. You can flip it around to paint. But in my wonderful ADD brain, I was like, I'm back here. Remember when I said I'm in the back, so I'm just going to give it a quick chrome coat? Not thinking, hey, Crysta, you needed to lay it down. So I need to wait for the back to dry before I can flip it up. So when you're looking at certain places and you're thinking that it's a little bit difficult to get in to that space, just know that you can flip the furniture and it's okay to flip it. And just don't paint the side that you're going to lay it down on 2 minutes before you want to flip it over. That's the best advice I can give you. I can't believe I did that to myself. Yeah, I can. I absolutely can believe that I did that to myself. So I am just going over and getting the other side of these spindles and this leg. Let me see here. Okay, we can do a little bit of the metallic. So this is Mediterranean and this is Venice. I'm also possibly going to be adding some of the, possibly the patina. Let's see, let's start right up here at the top. And I like doing my metallic in one direction. I don't know why. I don't know if I was taught that way of how to do. Now on the edges, you may need to go down, but very lightly. Can y'all see the difference in the sides of where I'm putting it down? What I'm saying by one direction is, yes, I can back brush it, but also I just kind of like going in the same direction. So what I'm saying is on the edges, I will start on the edge by going down so I can get all the way up against that crevice and then go in one direction. So let me see if I can pull you guys. Chastity Delaney says, I felt that. Junkin Jones gang says, we all love painting spindles. Delaney says, note to self, stay far away from spindles. Bleh. Spindles, they are the ultimate challenge, but I know you shall conquer. Roar! I am woman, hear me roar. Yep, I will get it. And so we are, again, swipe on the side and then one direction with my metallics. And so let me see if I can pull you guys down and in a little bit. And since I got that, what I'll do is I will continue working on getting the base coat done. But I promised you guys in the description metallics, and I didn't want to lie to you. So let me get you, sorry, there you go, and get you guys in. And oh well, I'm taking you guys off the tripod. There we go. And so you can see just, it's still wet, but you can see that shimmer. And that, again, like I said, is Mediterranean over top. That is just one coat of the Venice. And that is Venice and Mediterranean. So didn't want to lie to you guys. Sorry, I put my hand right over the camera. Usually I am better than that. Why is mine? There it is. Crysta's having a day. There you are. Okay. So Delaney says that she loves it. If Chastity says from Junk and Jones game, she says if you paint it one way, it lays the metal one direction and makes the sparkle more sparkly. Thank you. I knew I did that for some reason, but I couldn't tell you the definition of why I did that. Have you guys ever, you know, when you're learning to do something and you just kind of do it and you have to kind of think, am I doing that out of repetition, or was there a particular reason that I'm doing this? That was the way my brain went just now with the metallics. Was, I know I do this. I'm pretty sure it's for a reason, but I couldn't think of the reason why. Thank you, Chastity. Chastity's awesome. If you're not following her, you should be. She's definitely the mood paint queen, and she does amazing, amazing pieces. So I am going to get off of here for the day because, as you guys can tell, I am scatterbrained and I am tired. So I'm going to finish putting my base coat on this, and then I am going to snuggle up with my teddy bear and take a nap. So guys, I will be back on Thursday on the Litter to Glitter page and with Sue for Painting with Whiskey and Women Thursday morning, 11 Central, that is noon Eastern. And I will be back on the Miss Lillian's page next Tuesday afternoon at 3 Central, 4 Eastern. So my lovelies, thanks for stopping by and enjoying my insanity and my madness. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye guys.